Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome at In Store, where we are sitting in a storeroom of UCSA, and we're going to talk about what has the organization got in store for you. En ons is heel opgewonde, ons sit hier met twee kollegas vandag, en ons gaan soms 'n bietjie gesels oor wat die volgende ruk gaan gebeur by die VCSV. So, welcome, Mosky. Welcome. Mosky is our ministry. Maybe you should introduce yourself, Mosky, and then Ruan.
My name is Mosky Kabongo. I am the ministry coordinator for UCSA North, which is Gauteng, because we are in all provinces, wink wink. And right here is my colleague.
Hi, I am Ruan. I am the senior head facilitator at one of our campsites in the north, Gauteng, which as Mosky said. And I mainly focus on camps and help with school visits as well. And then, over to you.
Fantastic. So these colleagues are typical representatives of what's happening currently in all our other provinces. We have people that's working in schools, school ministry, and then we've got people that's more focused and orientated on camps. So this is a good representation of what we typically have in the organization.
Naturally, we have with us our executive head, Dr. Sneeman. So tell us, for this year, what do you have in store for UCSA? What's the vision?
Yeah, so this was quite a new experience for all of us. Quite a few new things happening. We are so blessed with what God has been busy with for the last 2 year and a little bit. In 2024, we decided as a personnel on the route that we're going to take, and we are now a year and a half into that with the personnel that's been appointed in March. So, Mosky, just tell us what your experience up to now after you've been appointed in March.
As Peter said, we were appointed March 2025. It has been very delightful. We started off March with training where we all came to Gauteng, all the province ministry coordinators. We just came to connect with each other and talk about how we can serve better in schools and how we can also collaborate with each other to bring UCSA into schools again. We collaborated with schools that we knew before, we had a prior relationship with, as well as new schools that we're trying to get to explore. It has been quite difficult with so many holidays in between April to now in June to connect with schools, but we're very excited for what the next part of the year has in terms of school visits as well as collaboration with other organizations, which we'll get to later.
So Mo, this year we have got two new positions. We've got a ministry head for schools ministry, and we've got a ministry head for camps and programs. So you've also, with the organization, we've got a totally new hierarchy in how we account to. Did you experience the same experience from other colleagues in other provinces? What's your take there?
That's a very interesting question. I think with our other colleagues, as well as my personal experience, it has been a very opening experience to be in schools. Our colleagues in the Western Cape, I think, Vian and Gershwin, they planned a youth day just to incorporate so many of the community members. There have been so many cases of, I think, collaboration. I think when I think of Zander in Free State, he's been quite a point person, especially among us colleagues, in terms of how to enter schools and how to interact with teachers, how to collaborate with each other as well as a group. So going into schools has been our primary goal, forming relationships with both the leaders and the teachers. But our secondary goal for going into schools has been to invite them to camp so we can continue spiritual formation with all those people, with all the learners, excuse me. So Ruan actually is the point person for the North for that. Ruan, how have school visits shaped the way in which we invite them to camp for you?
Looking at where we are now in winter, there's not a lot of schools coming to camp as it's not our busiest season of the year. But all over South Africa, our different campsites that we have from August is our busiest season. So that's where our camps start picking up. And then from there on, we are just keep on busy, keep on planting the seeds. And what we learn from the school visit and what the kids also learn from the school visits, we tend to just nurture it at camp and keep on planting it and watering it and waiting for them to flourish.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of, it's not only, there's a lot of ministry camps happening from now on, but there's also leadership camps and character building camps, and already there's a lot of camps already scheduled for 2023. So Yeah, 2026. What did I say? No, so at all our campsites now, in all the provinces, we do have adventure activities. And adventure, remember, is not only climbing structures and doing radical stuff. Adventure is a state of mind. So we would like to teach young people to explore life with God and the relationship you have with Him. So that's our primary objective, experiential learning. Put them in situations where they can experience and explore. And I think one of these things are that we're really excited about is our internship year, which is not a gap year. It's the internship year that's coming. You guys have both been part of models of an internship. It's not the same that we're doing in 2026. But tell us a bit more about your experience.
Yes, so we started our service year actually in 2017, but it evolved into being an internship, which is what UCSA is offering today. But it was a very life-giving. It was I think a character-forming internship year for me, especially in terms of the skills I learned and the experiences I had going to other campsites and doing my practicals also on Camp Extreme Life. So stepping into the forming and the performing phase, Dr. Sneeman, how is the internship now different from the service year? What have you added and removed?
Yeah, so we're really excited about this year coming 2026. It will be from February to November. And the objective is really young people that enter into this program would be not only exploring who they are and discovering who they are and discovering their relationship with God, but it will also be a skill providing year that after they leave the program at the end of 2026, that they will have formal qualifications that they can enter, I think, in about 3 different occupations they can walk into. So these modules will be anything from an adventure guide where you can present formal adventure guiding programs to the public. And you can do a nature guiding course. Nature guiding is going to be one of the programs where you can take people on a nature guiding experience. There'll be modules in entrepreneurship. There'll be modules in facilitation. There'll be modules in youth ministry. There'll be modules in Bible study and mentorship. So there's and even we will assist young people to get their learner's license. When they finish with their year, they can then do their licenses. We will even give them a little bit of training on how to drive with the vehicle, do parking and a lot of stuff, and then how to weld, how to service a vehicle, how to do plumbing, how to do catering. All of those things will be part of the program. So it will be a program that's not only an experience, a life-changing experience, but it will also empower you that if you don't have other study plans after that year, that you can enter into an occupation with a qualification.
There were a lot of stages in my experience where the group went through, and then, Dr. Sneeman, maybe elaborate more on that.
Yeah, I think it's always interesting how the group grow through a process. I mean, they come there and they don't know each other and it's very unfamiliar. And then after they start to get to know each other a little bit more, we call it the storming phase because it's a storm. They start to rub off against each other. And that's normally a conflict stage. So the sooner we can get past that stage so that they can start to become effective and start to really, become a well-oiled machine. That's where we want. And then it's the last stage, the dissolving phase, where they go home and go all into their own different fields. But I think it's part of UCSA's job then to navigate these young people, which we've done with you, to go through all these stages and at the end of the day say, wow, not everything was pleasant, but now I am a more fulfilled person. So vir ons by die VCSV is dit so belangrik om seker te maak dat ons 'n diverse audience het. En ek dink ook dit is regtig ons het 'n passie daarvoor om seker te maak ons kom by al ons mense in Suid-Afrika uit. Ek dink maski hier in die noorde in jou geval is daar baie verskillende gemeenskappe. En wat deel is van jou skole?
Daar is ons groot doel is om almal te akkommodeer. I think it's very important for me as a girl from Soshanguve who bua le batho ba tshwanang le nna ho ya dikolong tsa batho ba tshwanang le nna, especially to bring them into the camping industry, into the school visit industry. I think, Ron, it's also a big passion for you om skoolbesoeke so divers te maak.
Ja, veral met ons kamp en goed, om hulle na die kampe toe te bring. Ekskuus. En dan veral met ons bedieningsprogramme is daar ons praise and worship sessies wat ons het. Ons pas ook aan om te sê, okay, as dit nou ons een kampus wat meerderheid hulle huistaal is, maar meerderheid Tswana of iets, dan kry ons iemand wat Tswana sprekend is, as ook Afrikaans en Engels, om meer met die kinders te kan connecteer, as ook met ons Afrikaanse kampe, wat ons ook mense kry wat Afrikaans sprekend is, om meer met hulle te connecteer. So is maar net daai om die kinders gemaklik te laat voel, as ook om ons almal ook net daai vibe te gee, dat die kamp en goed is.
Ja.
Ja.
Nee, dankie.